Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Sagittarius. What I've done is I've taken your yearly 2026 tarot reading, which I'll link below, and I've pulled out the relevant months. So we have the Two of Cups in July, we have the Hierophant in August, and we have the Eight of Swords in September. We're going to pull additional energies by month. I say what comes to me as always. It is an intuitive reading. And a lot can happen in 1 month, let alone 3 in different areas of our life. So let's see what we have for you, starting with the Two of Cups. So we have some review. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Magician, the Manifester. And we've got the Two of Cups again. So Two of Cups, bookending your reading for July period. Let's see what we have for you. Message for Sagittarius. So we start with the Emperor. Queen of Swords can be you or someone that you're connecting to. Queen of Swords can be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, male or female, or the energy of the card. In truth, clear thinking, decisive, well-reasoned. Male or female as a general reading, in a general reading. And we have the Knight of Cups. Let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius. Let's have a look at September with that Eight of Swords. Message for Sagittarius. So we have the Six of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands. Oh, okay, and we have the Five of Swords. So Sagittarius, the energy here with the Two of Cups, let's start for your July reading. This is my bond between two people. The Two of Cups can be love, romance, it can be friendship, it can be family, it can be a soul connection in other areas of life. Partnerships of any kind, could be business, could be, you know, a neighbour as a friend, can be somebody in work as a friend. So, you know, the Two of Cups is my bond between two people. This feels here, Sagittarius, that there is a focus on what is asked of you, what is offered to you, with a soul relationship. And it feels here that you have to trust how you feel. You have to trust your intuition to let that be your guide here in the month of July. Because it's happening twice, and this feels with the reading here, the Magician is a person. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is when we take stock and evaluate, is this what I want to keep on putting time and energy into? Could be a money thing, a work thing, can be love, romantic. It's looking at the value of it, what you've put into so far, where it's led you, what you've learned from it. You know, does it promise growth for the long term, or do you want to do something differently? This is that scenario here, Sagittarius, where you might be looking at, you know, the relationship here, the history that's led to this point. Because it feels in this reading, you might be dealing with somebody who understands how to talk you round, press the right buttons. It can be a bit of a manipulative energy, the Magician. And this certainly feels, Sagittarius, that they're wanting to manifest something with you. They're wanting to, it can be about coming to some way to decide, is this my long-term future, whether it's in terms of business, whether it's in terms of love, romance. Is this my long-term future? because it certainly feels here that you're dealing with somebody who is used to getting their own way, who understands what they need to do to get their own way, or to, talk you around, quite a silver-tongued energy, the magician. But I feel that you're actually looking at this from a practical point of view with the Seven of Pentacles and really saying, is this my long-term person? Is this my long-term place of work? Is this my long-term partnership, even in business? Let me take stock and evaluate this. Let me look at the practicalities of what I've gone through up until this point. And let me really look at this and take stock and review if this is right for me. If it's right for me, what do I need to do? If it's not right for me, what do I need to do? So this is the fundamental energy of what you're doing here, Sagittarius. It feels more that you're dealing with a person here. And the Two of Cups can also be very powerful in terms of reconciliation, or even reconciling differences, or you understand what I'm saying, whether it's business, whether it's through actions. It's not necessarily just about healing. It can just be about trying to kind of reconcile differences and move past whatever's gone on. I feel that you're dealing with somebody who is extremely very good at the spoken word. But it feels here, Sagittarius, something is being reviewed here in July period. We have and it could be reconciling differences in terms of, listen, I know we had a bit of a fallout, we had a bit of a disagreement. Can we just reconcile that between us and put it behind us, This is more the energy that I'm getting intuitively from you. I feel that this is somebody who is also very popular. Other people, this is where you likely have to trust your own counsel, or certainly trust people who will give you the best advice, because this is somebody who everybody would like, who is extremely popular in whichever life area. So this is why I feel that you're looking at the facts of a situation here, Sagittarius, and saying, I need to really look at this. I need a space to really review my circumstances. Do I keep putting time and energy into this? Is this working for me? If it is, great. If it isn't, what do I do next? Do I look at my options? These are the energies at play. The Hierophant, the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So this can be somebody who might actually give you help in some way. It can be a person Spirit works through. You can see there may well be something to learn from that person. As you can see, the Hierophant is above the two people who are kneeled at the Hierophant's feet. This is somebody who can impart something to you, a mentor, a teacher, a holy guide, a holy person. This can represent that kind of energy. So there could well be some learning that you might be getting here, Sagittarius, in the month of August. Now, the Hierophant is also very powerful in terms of moving in a direction that might feel aligned. It can be linked to our belief system. It can be linked to, traditional paths. You can talk about marriage. You can talk about family. You can talk about things like education, legal companies. You can talk about, it can be linked with traditional institutions, So this feels here that there could well be a focus on what feels aligned for you, what feels right for you, what feels fully in line with who you are. So someone could be guiding you on that basis. This could also be you. The Hierophant is also a sign here that you are being guided from above. It can be linked with things like answered prayers, either through a person somebody's Spirit is working through, or it can be just through you, what feels right for you, what feels aligned for you, what feels, the the right avenue for you. So this just feels like what's in line with your beliefs and, who you are and what you stand for, all of these kind of things. So this just feels like that sense of, I need to move in a direction that feels aligned for me. And the Emperor is somebody who takes control and takes charge of their life. And I feel that's what you're doing. You might be taking control and taking charge in the month of August on what feels right, what feels aligned for you, having gone through some evaluation and taking stock. This can be that sense here, Sagittarius, of I'm going to take control of my own life and do what I know I need to do. Now, I also want to say this can be a father figure. But the Emperor makes decisions for the highest good. The Emperor can also be an older male person for me generally as well. So this could well be somebody who might be influential in guiding you or helping you in some way, somebody who's lived, who's seen it all, done it all before. This can be someone on that basis in whichever life area. Because the Queen of Swords is when we get to the very heart of a matter, when we see the truth for what it is, not necessarily what we want it to be, but for what it is. With the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups can be an offer of love. It can be a peace offering, apology, heartfelt gesture. Let's move forward in this direction. Let's move on from whatever we need to move on from. So it can be a kind of offer in whichever life area, but the offer is more heartfelt. It's more a peace offering, apology, offer of love, offer to maybe change your circumstances in some way by someone making that move. I feel this is linked to the previous month here, Sagittarius, but this is about seeing the truth. It's not necessarily how you want it to be, but how it is. And again, this is, you can see the cards on the table, the Queen of Swords, the Magician. This is somebody who sees through the kind of spell that magician weaves. I see you for who you are. Now, that could also be a person who might be advising you as well with the Queen of Swords. If it is, she'll tell it you like it is. She will speak the truth. Sometimes, she's seen for being very direct and cold. But, the truth is cold. When we see the truth in its glory, when we sit above the clouds and see that blue sky, the truth is cold because the truth cannot be tainted. It can't be morphed into something else. The truth is what it is. So this is what she is likely imparting on what you're seeing. And it gives you an opportunity to decide what's for me, what's not for me. How do I move forward in truth to do with what's offered to me here with this Knight of Cups, in whichever life area this applies to. And I feel this is likely linking with those Two of Cups here, Sagittarius. Now, the energy here is quite pivotal in September, and this is what you're figuring out. You're moving in a direction. What feels right to me? What feels aligned? What's it all about? How do I move forward? And then you see that truth of a situation and you know what you need to do. The Eight of Swords can be a stuck energy, but sometimes we're stuck for a reason. It can be sometimes when we're feeling held back, when there's no growth in your circumstances, so you're not moving down that path anymore. It can be, I'm never going to get to where I want to be in my circumstances and it's time to see the truth of that. Or this path isn't for me anymore, I'm not moving forward down that line. But this feels more of a resolute Eight of Swords in the sense of there's an acceptance. There is no way forward, there's no way further forward on this path. And that's the truth of what the Queen of Swords is bringing in when we're authentic to ourselves as well. This is that sense of, I don't see a way forward here. There's no growth. There's no, I'm not moving down that path anymore. So whichever life area applies to you, I feel that it's dawning on you that there is a path that's not for you anymore here, Sagittarius, and Spirit is telling you that's a good thing. Because now you can align with the path and take control of your life that feels more right for you, that feels more aligned for you. Now, yes, sometimes that's to do with traditional industries. Sometimes that's just, this is the direction I'm going because I know I have an affinity with this path and it feels right. You are moving in a direction that feels right here, Sagittarius. You know, the Eight of Swords, and when we see the Nine of Swords here, and I just want to pick up on this, this is Sagittarian energy. This is the moon in Sagittarius. And it's when we feel uncertain. We feel that sense of, I don't know if I want to continue battling on. It can be a sign here when we feel sometimes there's 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, and we just battle and battle and battle and battle on with no end in sight. The battle just never ends. That's the truth that's dawning on you here, in the sense of, I don't want to keep battling on. I don't want to keep on trying to strive towards overcoming something or getting somewhere or proving myself or trying too hard. I'm never getting to where I want to be. We have this stuck energy going on. So this is what I see for you. That's an acceptance here between the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. I'm not doing this anymore. There's an acceptance. There's no way forward for me on this path. Because just when I feel I overcome something, something else happens, or they go and do something else, and I'm back where I started. I'm battling on again. So the energy here that I see, you can see the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords. It's time to remove myself from a situation that no longer serves me and put it behind me. Now, it's not black and white, this. The Six of Swords is showing that you are setting things in motion to move away from the choppy waters, whatever has tested you here. You know, and sometimes we really try with the Nine of Wands as well, by the way. We really try to win that battle. We really try to overcome things. Whether we try to please, whether we try to deal with issues and overcome them, the same thing applies. But this is the fundamental realization. It's not going forward anymore. I am not moving forward on this path. So a strong sense of it's time to detach from that situation and move in a direction that is right for me. Now, the Six of Swords is telling you that you are setting things in motion, but you're not to the end sure yet. The Five of Swords is removing yourself from a person, a group of people, a place that you have felt disrespected by or felt conflict with in some way that wasn't for your highest good. And it's time to detach from that situation and move on from it. So this is the energy here. You can see the reality of a situation here in the cards. And again, it's really interesting that I am drawn to this Magician energy, the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands. This is that sense of, I'm not doing this anymore. And as soon as you make up your mind here, because this is a mental energy, this is a mental decision, you know, from an experience that you've gone through here with the Five of Swords, you know, and the Nine of Wands, it's time to detach from that situation and move on. You feel that huge sense of relief, in the sense you make up your mind and you know where you're going, you know what you need to do. Now, the Six of Swords can be moving or relocating. It can be moving from one job to another, clearly. It can be moving from conflict to harmony, better times. It can be your own energetic shift as well, in the sense of, I'm removing myself from that group of people. So this can be that scenario here for you. You're finally moving in the right direction. You're not quite there yet to the other shore. So this is a transition energy, but you are heading in the right direction. And understanding where something isn't moving forward for you, and understanding now the path that you need to move forward on. The best is yet to come. Because Spirit is telling you, now you see it. Now you see the truth of the situation. You see through that Magician energy. And you're understanding that this is somebody who is fighting what feels like a losing battle, because you're not going anywhere with it. So why put the time and energy into it anymore? This is that scenario here of, it's time to move in a direction that's right for me. We take control, we take charge. All right, right, Sagittarius, let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Sagittarius? This is like a turning point for you because you're understanding that a path that you're on is not going anywhere, but you're moving in a direction where there is healing, where there is recovery, that is moving forward, where there is progress. You could be setting things in motion with this. And you're moving in the right direction, and that's what Spirit wants you to know. It represents a healing journey, but this is the right direction for you, where there is advancement and growth and forward movement here, fully understanding what isn't moving forward now. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius fortune message? I love that. We have Unicorn, number 33. Success, hope, freedom, healing and magic are available to you if you just believe. It's a lucky sign, the unicorn. What do we have for Sagittarius? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. Message for Sagittarius. Let's pull an angel message for you. Let's just shuffle. Cards are sticking together a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to take, actually, let's just do the 3 because they've come out. So we have evolution, number 5, 6, 7. You are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. We have take a step and renewal. Sorry, Sagittarius, I had to put in a new memory card. So we have the evolution card, which is 5, 6, 7. We have renewal, 8, 9, 0. So these numbers might mean something to you. You are experiencing renewal and fresh beginnings. Release the past and embrace the opportunities for growth and transformation ahead. Could be some advice for you for the next 3 months. And we have take a step. 535 is the number. Let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. Now, sometimes when I have multiple angel numbers come out, it can be a sign sometimes adding those up and seeing what numbers you come to. So this can be sometimes a sign for that as well, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for you as a spirit animal oracle message. What do we have for Sagittarius? Thank you. Next 3 months. Message for Sagittarius. Thank you. We have dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. All right, what do we have for our lovely Sagittarians? Thank you. Angel, spirits, guides, message from Spirit. On the table, thank you. What do we have for Sagittarius? Thank you, to finish off this reading. So Sagittarius, the card that fell on the table, we have self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. It feels like a real, redirection, turning point in some way, in the sense you're figuring out where something isn't moving forward for you anymore, and there's acceptance of that, but you now know the direction that you need to move in, and a strong sense of the best is yet to come in that direction. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the next 3 months. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months. I will see you next time.